the recognized symbol of excellence in collecting podcasts.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Mighty Champions Action Figure Radio. This is a show where we talk about action figures, toys, collectibles, and all that sort of thing. So if that's what you're into, sit back, relax, because we're about to unbox 1 or 2 hours of top shelf front row toy talk. My name is 12-inch talking John Sargent.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know what's even better? I completely forgot to come up with a name for myself. So my name is the unforgettable Christian McGann, the Toy Biz disciple, the 250-pound prodigy. Thank you guys for coming to the show tonight.
You guys can follow along on the show on Instagram. We're at Mighty Champions. You can leave us a review wherever you're hearing the sound of our voice. It would be much appreciated.
I'm not going to lie. I probably would buy a 12-inch talking John Sargent. What would be funny is if it was like your voice, but just slightly elevated, and it had like your sayings.
It has the 12 things that I say.
Like, beat it, man. Grandma. Like that type of stuff.
Buy me Bone Storm or go to hell.
Yeah.
Today we have got a packed show for you. We are going to do a retrospective into Marvel Legends icons, the masterpieces, not to be confused with Marvel Masterpieces, but
Yes.
absolutely gorgeous. We're going to retrospect those. We got your news, as always, of the week, and then I am going to deliver another pop quiz to Christian. You guys know what it is because you saw the title of the episode. Christian does not know what it is.
I was thinking ahead.
What do you think it is?
I think it's gonna be something I will fail.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
But
that's by design.
I think it will be
I can tell you this. It's something that we have never talked about
okay.
on the show.
Wow.
Ever.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I figured it was going to be a line about something that, I'm very specific and stubborn, and you love to point that out constantly. And I'm like, John, why
Well,
can't
we're an old married couple now.
John, why can't I just be who I am? And you refuse to allow
I think
it.
I can fix you.
But that's what I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be something that I'm going to have to think hard about. So.
Absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way than watching you squirm. So, like I said, you guys can follow along on Instagram at Mighty Champions. You can see our collections. We've been posting a ton over there. You guys can send us your questions. You can send us your collections. You can send us your wins from your toy hunts. You can see our wins from our toy hunts. I had a pretty cool pickup this week that we'll get into here momentarily. Definitely review the show. What have you been up to the last handful of days?
I'm going to let you go first because it's your birthday tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow's my birthday.
Tomorrow's his birthday.
I turned 12.
Turned 12 with 12-inch talking Johnny Sargent. I'm going to let you go first, and then I'll go.
Yeah, dude, I've had a really cool weekend so far, and we're only partway into the weekend as we record. Thursday, I had a good Saturday today. Thursday, I had a crazy day that was awesome. Worked all day. Went to martial arts, had kickboxing, what they call graduation, which is just kind of the end of the progression that we're working on, which is really intense cardio. Then that went into advanced class immediately following, where we had stripe testing, which is really intense cardio. Left there, came home, showered real quick, jumped in the car, went saw Spider-Man Brand New Day on the Thursday late show. Mm-hmm. Great movie, really really enjoyed it. Another awesome addition to the Tom Holland
Spider-Verse.
Spider franchise. Another great addition to the MCU. Really good movie. Definitely go see it. The most visually Spider-Man movie ever made. Easily the most action-packed. Spider-Man specific. Spider-Man's so iconic in the way that he moves and looks, and the panels from the comics, and the things that we talk about often on this show about why you love a character. Very, very much a distilled, concentrated dose of that. A lot of love and care went into what should this look like and behave like? And they absolutely nailed it. The story I really liked, I didn't love. But you average out those two aspects, and I still really, really enjoyed it. Came home, went to bed at 1 in the morning or whatever it was, got up, went to work all day. Worked all day, and I was kind of like spiraling because I don't do well with the unknown. And my girlfriend had planned my birthday events as we record last night. And so, I saw you, I just spiral when I don't have something in the future, and especially if I don't know what it is. So work all day, get home. I'm home for, I don't even know, 10 minutes. And get in the car, off we go. Don't know where I'm going. We went, she driving around Austin, and she pulls off I-35, and then I'm like, in my head, I'm like, where the hell are we going? There's like an H-E-B across the street. And she pulls into this lush, green gardeny kind of place, and there's valet parking. And I'm like, oh, okay, and she rolls up to the valet guy, comes up, and she's like, we're just going to stay in this hotel tonight. And I was like, sick. So that's what we did. We stayed at a 5-star hotel in Austin, which is very immersive because you can't see outside of it once you're inside of it.
Beautiful.
It's like the wizarding world of Harry Potter. Like, they shut you in, and this is all you can see right now.
It's kind of nice.
It was awesome. Chilled in the hotel last night. Got room service, which is just, dude, I just love the concept of that.
So you like Mike when little Bow Wow is like, for free? Yeah, okay. And he orders a bunch of stuff.
So yeah, last night was super relaxing. Wake up this morning at 9 o'clock when I usually get up at 6:30. So that was
nice.
Game changer. And she tells me that there's a massage therapist on the way.
Wow.
She booked me at a massage therapist. Okay, and you know me. I do not want a relaxing massage, ever. Not my thing.
Was it the man hater from the gym?
Oh my God. I do not, I'm not interested in a relaxing massage because it's not relaxing to me at all. And she's like, yeah, no, she's coming to do body work. I've been having a stiff neck. Check this out. Can turn
no longer the Batman neck.
Can turn my head. It was painful, which is what I need, right?
Yeah.
Because martial arts messes me up. So it was exactly what the doctor ordered.
Great.
She beat me up bad, dude. She did the cups, she did the elbows, she did
She's wearing a leather suit the whole time.
And then she also apparently Danielle had tried to book her to come, and she was like, I can't because I'm fostering a puppy. Danielle said, bring the puppy. So she brought this 1 pound bundle of adorableness.
I love that.
That just slept there the whole time.
Amazing.
She goes, do you want music or do you...
Your pup?
No, she went to the dog sitter. She goes, do you want music or are you okay with the TV? I go, well, this TV is about to play Spider-Man Far From Home, so we could just rock with that. So just Spider-Man, massage, puppy time.
You hollering because it hurts?
Oh, there was one moment where I dang near tapped out. I was about to just start cussing up with Blue Streak, but I asked her, she said, what kind of pressure? And I said, you can't hurt me. Go for it. And she was like, okay. And she did. And then that wrapped up, and I have mobility in my neck that I just did not have before. We walked down to the restaurant, got this incredible brunch, brioche French toast and crepes and this crazy butter, oh my God. And then we just kicked it at the pool for an hour or whatever it was, and then came back. It was honestly just an overnight chill session. Chill turned up to 11 or down to 0. I don't know how the chill knob works, but the maximum amount of chill. And then straight into this. And then when we're done with this, we got the homies coming over. We're doing retro video game night. We're going to play some N64 and some Genesis and some Super Nintendo or whatever we want to do. And we're going to eat trash. We got chicken nuggets. We got pizza rolls. We got taquitos, the chips and salsa.
My shorts are getting tighter as we're talking. Just hold on just a second.
Yeah, so it's gonna, and then tomorrow I've got training in the morning, which I'm gonna need to burn those calories if I can still move, and then dinner tomorrow night with some folks at another place. So by the end of the weekend, I'm gonna be birthdayed the fuck out, right? So
Exactly.
But yeah, so far, like, I'm having a great time. Honestly, I don't know what to do with being relaxed. I was kind of telling her, like, my brain slows down because I'm not accustomed to being relaxed, right? Like low cortisol. And I've been thinking about it today. I might keep myself at a certain level of stress and pain so that my brain is on. Like, because I feel kind of just low energy. Not low energy. I like low brain power by design right now. Like, you don't relax either, so you don't know.
I do not.
You're like,
In fact, I'm the most restless I've ever been right now.
Yeah.
And it's weird. I feel trapped, John. Trapped.
Highly recommend this hotel and that massage therapist, and maybe it can help you out. So, but yeah, what have you been up to?
Well, sounds like you had quite a home run of a night. I can assure you that I did not. And last night was...
Balance this out.
Yes, last night was the last game of the season. And John, if I've learned something about myself, is never feel too excited about how you are as a person.
Yeah, don't be happy. Don't get happy.
And if you believe, hey man, I've achieved this certain level of baseball skill set, there will always be a hammer waiting for you around the corner.
Bring you back to earth.
Or a Louisville Slugger, I should say. So last game of the season last night, we're in the playoffs.
In which league?
More competitive.
Okay.
All right. We're in the playoffs. All right. We're already slated. We're the 8th seed. Okay. We play last night. I think we play another team. I think they're also in the playoffs. And basically last night, the win or the loss would have determined who we play.
The seeding.
Going forward. Right. Okay. Ideally, we would have beat them to get a less, basically...
Higher seed gives a less good team.
Yeah. Right. So we are playing, essentially...
Now you're the 8 seed, which means you play the 1 seed.
Correct, which is essentially the Los Angeles Dodgers of this league.
Okay.
So the odds have been stacked against us all season. So last night, I'm feeling pretty good. I have no fear whatsoever. I've been having really good games, okay? Like, put my batting average up to like 366 or something like that. I'm feeling good. Last game, I went 2 for 2 with a walk and hit by pitch, so on base percentage way up, brought my average way up. And I brought it up last night, and I was like, man, I've just been having, like, most games I typically go like 1 for 3, which is like, that is a Hall of Fame career if you're playing in the big leagues, right? Yeah. And somebody was like, man, that's so good. I was like, dude, I shouldn't have said that out loud. I was like, you know what? I don't care. I don't believe in that. I'm just going to say it anyway.
Yeah.
Darn it. Why did I say it? So we face this team, which, like, you know, they're not like amazing. They're just kind of like there, right? Pitcher comes out. He's throwing a little bit faster. I'm like, I don't think I've seen this guy yet. He's throwing a little bit faster. He's got some curveball. He's got a change up. And I don't think anything of it, because I've sort of taken on this mentality where it's like, you can't beat me. Like, I'm always going to have that thought process. Even if I was going out there to face freaking Tarek Skubal, like, you can't beat me, because you have to have that level of mindset. Right. I'm batting 5 in the lineup. Dude, almost every AB I had, 4 ABs, almost 5. The game was like flying around. Yeah. So first of all, went 0 for 4. So,
oof.
Yeah, dude. Stranded.
It's gonna happen from time to time.
Two, like either bases loaded or two or more men on base, both ABs. And typically, like, I'm a guy where, like, if I need to, I'll just poke it through the gap, drive in some runs. And I made the mistake Wednesday of filming my swing and seeing things that I need to make adjustments for, and trying to make those adjustments
bad time
in the box as I'm facing this guy, right? And it just got the best of me. Like 2 or 3 ABs in, I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? Like, dial it back. Bizarre thing is, I'm seeing the swing, I'm seeing the ball perfectly. I'm just like, I'm over the top, I'm over swinging whatever. He was good. He was a good pitcher. And I think, I want to say I either struck out twice and grounded out twice, or I grounded out 3 times and struck out once. I think that's what happened. But it was just like every ball I hit a couple of them pretty hard, just right to an infielder. Hit one that would have been like a double, typically.
Yeah.
Like this far away, which is about like a foot or like 8 inches away from the third base bag. That one always is going to creep up, right? Third baseman got it, then stepped on the bag, and that was the last out. So it was, everything was just sort of like working against us. And we had one of those things where, they were scoring on pass balls. The catcher was trying to throw somebody out, run into second, way over their head. They miss it. The right fielder coming in to grab it misses it. It was just like nothing but that level of stuff.
Just one of those days.
One of those days. Anyway, long story short, it was just like, holy crap, man. I just DH'd last night. And I was like, the guy was like, you want to go play first? And I'm like, no, it's all good. He's like, dude, have some confidence. I was like, well, let me get a hit real quick. And then the whole night. So I felt like I contributed nothing because I didn't even play first base. Didn't even get an out. So being the last game of the season, knowing what we're up against. And I even told them, I was like, dude, it's just crazy there. Cause they're like talking to the
but now you've seen it. Right? Yeah. Like, you've had a look at it. Like, the chances of you going hitless again against the same thing is, like, low.
Yeah, it is. It is. And, like, I was talking to the manager because he was on base almost every time. And he was like, yeah, man, I've been stranded every time. I was like, because of me. And he was like, yeah. He's like, honestly, get it out of your system today. Because I'd rather it happen today than in the playoffs. And I was like, noted. And so it was interesting. But, after the game, I spent some time talking with the other pitcher. Because I was like, this dude was pretty good. So I asked him, I was like, hey man, dude, you had my number. And he turned around and just like a real country boy, he's like, you got a hole in the inside part of your swing. And I was like, oh yeah? And he was like, so I just attacked you. And he was like, I just could see automatically. He said, man, I was pounding that inside corner. You just couldn't get it. And we talked like shop. Turns out he played pro. He played indie ball.
That sounds pretty advanced.
When he said that to me, I was like, let's talk. Because I'm like, you're the only one that I want to listen to, right? Because it's like, typically, I don't strike out a lot. If I'm out, I either pop up or I ground out, right? Or I get a hit. So we talked for about 30 minutes afterwards. And he played pro for a good chunk of time. Played in Mexico for a little while. And then... but had some like really good feedback and was kind of talking about how he was like attacking because he was saying like, dude, I got you at the one I struck out at. He basically threw fastball. I was laid on it. He threw curveball in the same tunnel as a fastball, dipped right over the top, swung right over the top, and then he threw fastball right in the middle that I just stopped and looked at. Yeah. So it was just like, I was like, dude, this guy's better than most of these dudes here. But, it was like one of those games where a lot of times that takes me down. It's like, I was like, dude, I'm going to have trouble sleeping.
Sometimes the other guy's going to win. That's just how it works.
I told him that too. I was telling him, I was like, man, I always like, I prefer to strike out against somebody like you where you're good. And I was like, and if I never strike out, am I really challenged?
Yeah.
And then an even better answer is like, how good am I if I'm always doing the thing? Because if I'm never challenged, if I'm never up against somebody better than me, then how good am I really?
Yeah. How is it even fun?
Exactly. Yeah. So cool to hear his perspective on the league because he was like, oh, I was trying to join and they were like, oh, it's really competitive. And then he was like, yeah, I just haven't seen that yet. And I was like, that's hilarious.
Love it.
But yeah. So John, I wanted to share a secret that I've been carrying.
Oh, yeah.
That I've been carrying, John.
You got something to get off your chest?
Off my chest. I have never told anybody this.
How long you been carrying this?
Probably 25 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I remember this day, probably one of the sharpest memories I have of any memory. Because of the significance.
And you said this is a toy related.
This is toy related, John.
Okay.
It's toy related. It's guilt related.
Has the statute of limitations passed?
Probably. How long does that take?
It depends on the crime.
Okay.
I was taking a wild guess.
Yeah. Well, hopefully 25 years is long enough. But man, it's been haunting me ever since. And you know what? I still have I haven't told those closest to me.
You've never told anyone,
Never.
Samantha?
I've wanted to. I almost told her recently.
Luckily, she doesn't listen to the show.
No, I almost told her recently, but the guilt overwhelmed me. And then I
Okay.
realized I paid the debts. I paid it back. And so
Are the listeners sworn to secrecy?
please don't share this episode, if you will, specifically with my dad.
Okay. Okay.
One day my dad gets home from work and he just comes into the house, and I remember hearing him, because my dad did residential painting and stuff, right? So he comes into the house, right? He takes all the stuff out of his wallet, bada bing, bada boom. We were extremely poor when I was younger, okay? So sue me or don't. But he comes in, sets some stuff on the counter. I happen to notice what he sets, and it's a big chunk of $20 bills, okay? I kind of look, I kind of hover around it. Maybe I've never seen that amount of money before in my life, just sitting there.
And you're like 10?
Younger than 10. I've got to be like anywhere, I'd have to say anywhere between like 6 and 9.
Okay.
I wish I could probably go back and, I could probably go back and figure it out. Maybe when you're talking,
Which your single digits.
Yeah, I can actually put a timestamp based off of the figures that I bought. So I decide to take, I grab a $20 bill.
Okay.
And I put it in my pocket.
One single 20.
And I couldn't resist. So I took another one.
Oh, okay.
I took $40, John.
Okay.
Because I was like, well, he's got a ton of them. He's not even going to notice. So I stole them. And I held them in my pocket. What feels like months and months.
Time out.
Okay.
Your dad does not know right now today that you ever stole this $40.
No, he doesn't know.
Okay. All right.
He doesn't. But so I took the $40 and kept it in my pocket again for what felt like a decade. One day we go to this park in Elgin, Texas. I have no idea. Somebody's birthday party. I don't remember what it was, but it was probably 122 degrees outside.
Yeah.
One of the hottest days I can remember. And I bring the money with me because I'm plotting and scheming.
Yeah. You had enough sense to hang on to it so that it wouldn't be suspicious.
Because I'm going to try to make it random as to why I have it. But before I get to that point, I also experienced interdimensional travel.
Wait.
Have you ever been on a merry-go-round before?
Yep.
Okay.
For sure.
Have you ever gone fast on one?
Yep. I have very specific memory of the specific nausea from being both overheated and spinning too fast on the merry-go-round at like preschool and puking from it. I puked on a fair ride that was spinning too fast. I don't do well with
spin is
I don't do
nonsense.
well with spinning. I don't know. Like, we have to spin it at martial arts. I barely even do it because I get dizzy immediately. Yeah, like, I do not spin well.
So we get on one, right? Like, you never see them at parks anymore because I think they put 2 and 2 together.
Because they were like, why did this exist in the first place?
First of all, it's like you could cook an egg on it because it's just like steel.
Yeah, it's rust.
So I'm on it, right? And we're there early, so there's like a handful of kids there. And so they just start spinning and spinning, and it just keeps going faster. And I'm trying not to be like terrified of the fact that it's going fast.
Yeah.
And then it got...
If you should yell stop, that's going to make it go even faster.
Dude, which I probably did because I'm like... It got so fast that I was like, like the Gravitron or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, you get pinned down.
You get pinned down. Dude,
Yeah.
I was pinned down, and I'm holding on for dear life. I could not lift up. And I was...
Sherman and Mr. Peabody are standing next to you being like, look at him.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like witnessing physics in real time, right?
You see the actual letters that say E equals MC squared floating by.
Exactly. So I decide, I'm like, ooh, and I'm like fighting it. Like I'm standing, I'm trying to pull myself up to jump off as I'm going up, like a 3,000 revolution.
And you're concerned that the $40 is going to come flying out.
I don't even know, man. At that point, I'm just begging God, forgive me, Poseidon, forgive me. for I have sinned.
All I remember is the harsh hand of Zeus.
Exactly, dude. And I stood up and I flew off of it.
Yeah.
I landed probably 40 feet away from it.
If you hadn't been homeschooled, you would have understood the physics.
I did it, man. I'm telling you. Yeah. Homeschooler learns lesson about physics.
Homeschooler learns physics.
Yeah. Dude,
the hard way.
I like flew off of it, and I just saw like, you know, the way like Doctor Strange going through like the multiverse of madness or whatever. I'm going through that
every reality
before I land and hit the ground, dude. I'm not even lying. I landed like 40 feet away from the thing where I like was in the grass. Didn't hurt, which I thought was sick.
Yeah. Because
I was like, that's what like when the character gets punched in the movie, he flies like 10 feet, and I was excited that I got to take part in something similar.
Got to take a cool bump.
When I stood up, I was like trying to get people's attention to be like, hello, did you see what happened? Did you see how far? And
was that cool?
And nobody, it was like a Twilight Zone episode. Nobody was listening to me. And I was like, I just flew 20 feet. Like, I'm older now.
I'm going to have to... Gonna have to do that one again.
Dude, so that already was a bizarre day. I'm like, okay, intergalactic travel, check. Finding $40 on the ground. Not done yet. So I'm plotting and scheming. Where am I going to find these $20 crisp, $20 bills in the grass? So I'm out with a friend, and we're like walking around.
Where you landed from the merry-go-round might have been a good choice.
That would have been good. I'm sure my body print is still in the grass. But we walk over, and I kept telling him, I was like, man, let's go check this out. Let's go check this out. To get further and further away.
Yeah.
And finally, he's like preoccupied looking, so I take the $20 out and I throw it on the ground.
He being your dad?
No, it's not my dad. It's a friend.
Oh.
And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, oh my God, I found $40. Like I had it already. Like I couldn't say I found money. Yeah. How much is it? I just said like, oh my God, I found, it could have been like, oh my God, I found $36.26. Like I would have just had the exact number. And then they were like, oh my God, everybody's running around like, oh my God, Christian just found money. And I was like, am I making
more
too much
attention
of a thing?
than you
exactly.
had hoped for?
And then my mom was like, oh my God, wow. And everybody was so happy. And I felt guilt for the very first time in my life. I was like, oh, I feel sick to my stomach. I shouldn't have done it. And my mom was like, well, now you get to use that money for whatever you want. And I was like, okay.
I want to donate it to the church.
I told you about how I won in poker one time.
No.
I won in Texas Hold'em $5, and I felt guilty. And I gave...
You're the weirdest guy ever.
I tithed. It was my tithe, John. I tithed for gambling.
Oh my God.
So so my mom takes me to Walmart, and I finally get to spend the $40. And do you know what I bought?
Marvel Legends.
No. This is where it gets fascinating because I could never pinpoint the time in which I bought the Power Rangers Lost Galaxy action figures. The green one and the red one.
Okay, that's what you bought.
And that's what I bought. That's how I connected it, is because I was like, I remember the story, and then I was like, oh my God, I remember buying Power Rangers with that. And then when I kept thinking about, was it Mighty Morphin? It was like, well, no, because...
So wait, is this an unlocked memory that it was those?
It is now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I could never pinpoint where I got those from. And...
Would you like to know what year this was?
Yes.
1999.
99. Okay, so
you're born what year?
92.
Oof.
7. I said
yeah, you're
7
real little. You're real little,
dude. So yeah. So
these are the ones in the Charlie Brown outfits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man. But yeah, that's because I was like, where did I get those from? I don't remember like going to the store and being like fired up, but then I remember specifically like buying those two action figures, the red one and the green one.
Yeah.
And that is the mystery is solved. And man, do I feel so good getting this off my chest.
Are you going to tell your parents?
I think I'll tell my dad. It's a little hard, dude. I was told him.
You know what you should do? Bring him $40.
The thing is
actually, inflation. Bring him $3,000.
Yeah. Well, for Father's Day, recently we got him an Aura ring.
Yeah.
And so that was like already $100, and then I was like, I gave him some more cash. I gave him like $150 cash additional, because I was like, hey man, I want to do this for you. Yeah. Not because of that, but that's what gave me like this sort of like, hey man, I paid you.
Why are you able to tell the story now? Why are you able to come clean when you've never told anybody? You haven't even told your girlfriend, and this doesn't affect her in the slightest.
It doesn't at all.
Why are you telling me and our listeners, but you haven't told her? What changed?
I think because I was like, God, that's such a good story. It's hilarious. And then I remembered, I was like, I handed him $150 cash, like almost essentially for, I already bought him the gift, right? Yeah. But I was like, I'm going to give him some more cash, just like, because I can. And I was like, I wanted to bless him. And so, because I was like, dude, I just gave him $100 something dollars or whatever. I'm like, it felt like my penance was paid. You know what I'm saying?
That's very interesting. I want to know what happens now when you tell Samantha and you have to tell her that the toy soldiers heard about it before she did.
I think she will probably just be like, huh? Like, I don't think she'll care. Okay. Like, I don't think she'll care. Yeah. But it feels good, man.
Wait, which ones did you get?
I got the green one and the red one.
The green one right now, carded goes for between 15 and 25, loose between 5 and 10.
Oh, there's no way it's that. That must not be updated, because I've looked it up carded, and it's not cheap.
According to the Toy Collector Guide, and then the red one goes for carded between 15 and 25, and the loose is between 5 and 10.
The loose is correct, because I bought the loose one at the red one for $5.
Okay.
But I've tried to get the green one. The green one, just for some reason, if you're trying to get it on card, like depending on
it's crazy. This says 25.
It's typically like, so it might be. The last time I saw it was at Toy Hunters, and it was like 45. So it may be they do have a little higher prices, but
all right.
Whoo, man, it feels good.
You feel better?
I feel better, man. Right, wow,
dude,
what a good
Let's
world.
Bring you back down to earth and give you a quiz to spin out on.
Let's do it.
Coming from the farthest reaches of the universe to challenge the worst villains on Earth are the most powerful heroes ever in the Battle of the Superpowers Collection. What's this? The dam's about to blow and take Robin with it? Who'll stop the Joker and Luthor?
Aquaman!
Kenner's new Superpowers Collection. Figures with power action, each sold separately with its own mini-comic.
Aquaman's down!
Who can help now? A power ring, a power action punch.
Defuse the bomb!
Can this madness be stopped in time? You decide.
All right, so it's quiz time. We've done this before. It's a pop quiz. It's about action figures, obviously. And I was, you didn't go to school, but I was.
I did my sophomore year.
I was enrolled in school, but I did not do a good job at school. But what I could do, the reason I have a high school diploma, was that I could mentally deconstruct a test.
Sure.
And I would basically test the test. I knew this was the answer of this question because that was this question back here.
Yeah.
I knew you wouldn't be asking me this question unless this was the answer. Mm-hmm. So when I write a test, I look at it like that. Mm-hmm. And I know you. And I know what you analyze and don't analyze. So with that in mind, plus, let's be totally forthcoming, this is just an excuse to give trivia about something for the listeners.
Sure.
Give them something to
The thing is, though, that's how I used to take tests as well. I passed math test. I have probably a fourth grade math level. Yeah. I have no idea. I should try it out. Yeah. There was a point where I just stopped learning math when I was homeschooled. So I would use deductive reasoning and I would get a 73 and they'd be like, oh, good job. And I was like, I don't know what it was. I just used deductive reasoning. And my teacher would be like, what? And I'd be like, I just figured it out.
It would be like, show your work. And I would be like, that's not really possible.
Yeah, I would just tell them. They would never believe me. Yeah. And then I would be like, and they'd be like, well, that's a whole other thing. And then they would walk away. So I couldn't help the fact that I was a genius.
Yeah, sorry about it. But so I wrote this 20-question pop quiz all about DC superpowers.
Okay.
DC Superpowers, the classic line
Yes.
based off of the TV show Super Friends, and obviously DC Comics and the greater DC world.
First, most people mistake that for the. Oh wait, no, is that Toy Biz? Superpowers?
Superpowers.
That's what you said.
We'll see, won't we?
Okay.
We shall see, won't we? So yeah, it's all about the DC Superpowers pop quiz. Most of the information here provided by Action Figure 411. And so if it is not correct, talk to Action Figure 411, not the Mighty Champions. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. Definitely play along at home. DC Superpowers quiz question number 1. What toy company produced DC Superpowers? Let me give you the options, bro.
Okay.
A, Mattel.
Okay.
B, Leonard Toys. C, Rubies.
Oh, okay.
D, Kenner.
Kenner. D.
D, Kenner. That is correct.
Leonard is amazing.
You know what Rubies is? Rubies is who makes the hair braid.
Oh my god. That is incredible. The 2 things they've ever made. Core figures and Jedi rat tails.
Okay, number 2. Why are they called superpowers? A, each character has a hidden action feature. B, they have real superpowers. C, Mega Powers was already taken by Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage. D, Super Friends was owned by Hanna-Barbera.
I'm going D.
Super Friends was owned by Hanna-Barbera? Good, but not right.
A.
It's A. It's just that they have a feature.
I knew that.
So, but it is interesting that they're not called Super Friends.
Yeah.
It probably has to do with that, but
Yeah.
can neither confirm nor deny.
Interesting.
Question number 3. What years were DC Superpowers released? A, 1978 to 1984. B, 1984 to 1986. C, 1980 to 1990. D, 2001 to 2009.
What was B?
B is 84 to 86.
I'm going to go with B.
Correct.
Yeah.
They only were being produced for that 2-year period or 3-year period from 84 to 86.
Yeah, because they're hard to come by. Like original ones are hard to come by, or at least like specific ones. So makes me think like they were kind of shrunken down. Yeah, condensed.
Yep. All right. How many DC Superpowers toys in total were released? A, 43. B, 65. C, 89. D, 109.
Whoa. Those are all higher than I was expecting. Can you read them again?
43, 65, 89, 109 DC Superpowers.
Man.
What are you thinking?
The only thing is I know there's like a good collection of like the main core characters, but there were also the vehicles and those characters. So
Yeah,
it's
all
like
together.
Think about that. So
Play sets.
Yeah, play sets. That's a huge one. So one more time.
43, 65, 89, 109.
I'm gonna go C.
89?
Yeah.
Way off.
D?
Way off. 43.
Man.
There's only 43 in total. So you could be a completionist.
Yeah. Dang it. Gut feeling was like, dude, it's A. I was trying to remember what the last one was because I was like, he's not going to repeat the same letter.
Number 5. How many figures were there in the first wave of DC Superpowers? Just figures.
Okay.
Just character figures. A, 6, B, 4, C, 12, D, 15. You gotta think, how many figures are in waves now? What were they doing back then, right? What did a wave of action figures look like in 1984?
C and 12 almost feels like it's the right answer.
It is the right answer.
Okay. Because 12 is what I was looking for. I thought there was 12 total. So whenever you were talking about the length of them,
You thought there was 12
total
for the whole thing?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, because I forgot about the vehicles. I thought you were saying 12 like total figures because again, they're kind of like rare.
Yeah.
Some of them like good ones.
Okay, number 6. Which 2 characters were created originally for the DC superpowers? A, Samurai and Orion. B, Desaad and Tyr. Tyr? Tyr? T-Y-R.
Probably tire, yeah. Maybe.
C, Plastic Man and Calabac. D, Golden Pharaoh and Cyclotron.
D.
Why?
Because Jack Kirby. Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah, because I actually read the first like couple issues of New Gods.
Yeah.
So when it was naming off like those characters,
Yeah.
like I was like, okay, yeah, Calabac, Orion.
Golden Pharaoh and Cyclotron only exist, well, I don't know about only, but originally created for the DC superpowers through Plastic Man in there because
Yeah,
it just sounds like it could have been the case.
definitely.
Number 7. What action feature does Superman have when you squeeze his legs together? A, Super Action Punch. B, Heat Vision. C, Freeze Breath. D, Fly Around the World in Reverse Time.
What was the first one?
Super Action Punch.
I'm gonna go A, Super Action Punch.
It is A, Super Action Punch. He does not fly around the world in reverse time. That is not something Superman can do.
But what was it, Superman 2 or
1?
1, okay.
Question 8. Which DC Superpowers character's action feature is to perform a wrist lock escape? A, Clark Kent. B, Mr. Miracle. C, Mr. Freeze. D, Wonder Woman. Who performs a wrist lock escape?
So it's either extremely obvious or it's just enough to get me to bite, which I'm just gonna go for anyway. B, Mr. Miracle.
Correct.
The greatest escape artist on 3 worlds, as they
Correct.
say.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You're much more of a DC guy.
Yeah, so let me preface for those listening. I'm a massive DC guy, right? DC Universe Classics, early DC Mattel stuff. That's what I collect. Superpowers is way before my time. So, there.
Yeah. Number 9. True or false?
Okay.
Batman does not come with handheld accessories. Batman.
False.
True.
I thought he does come with like a
They're
batarang.
counting his cape as an accessory.
Oh,
He got nothing. Batman has no accessories.
I could have sworn I thought he came with like some batarangs. Weird.
Yep. Wild.
None of them really do, so I don't know why I should
No,
have.
some like Wonder Woman's got a lasso. A lot of them.
Weird.
Green Arrow's got arrows.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of them have accessories. Number 10. There is one DC Superpowers character that has 2 action features. Who is it? A, Shazam. B, Two-Face. C, Green Arrow. Or D, Darkseid.
2 action.
2 action features.
Okay.
There's one figure that's got 2 action
Okay.
features out of all of them.
Name them again.
Shazam, Two-Face, Green Arrow, Darkseid. One figure with 2 action features.
Darkseid.
It is Darkseid.
Yeah.
You were doing great.
Yeah.
Darkseid has raging motion and Omega Effect eyes.
I was gonna say I knew it was gonna be something with the eyes.
Number 11. Which playset has special chambers that store and revitalize, in quotes, revitalize 10 action figures? store and revitalize 10 action figures? A. Batcave. B. Hall of Justice. C. Atlantis. D. Fortress of Solitude.
I'm gonna go. Man, see, this is challenging.
I could tell you. No, I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you after you answer.
Yeah, I mean, there's like an obvious answer because it just feels obvious. I think I would go with the Fortress of Solitude.
Incorrect.
It's the Hall of Justice.
It's the Hall of Justice.
It just feels like the Hall of Justice would be something that would be a larger question, you know?
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, the other ones don't exist. There is no Batcave, Atlantis, or Fortress of Solitude.
There is now.
Yeah, there is now, but there wasn't in this line.
Yeah, so the other thing, that's where my brain went, as I was like, Hall of Justice was the only thing, but then I was like, well, they did a Fortress of Solitude, and I'm like, maybe it's a remake of a previous one. So I was thinking that there was a remake, but
Number 12, true or false? There is a vehicle called Justice Jogger that is just mechanical legs.
that is true. Superman, I believe,
That
comes
is
with
true.
it. Yeah,
Superman's on the front of it, but nobody
Yeah.
comes with it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just some mechanical legs.
pretty freaking weird.
It's just some mechanical legs. Number 13. 2 of Batman's iconic vehicles were produced. Which 2? No options. You just got to tell me which 2 iconic Batman vehicles are in the DC Superpowers line.
The Batmobile and the Batplane.
You're half right.
Batcopter.
Batcopter. I'll
Yeah.
give it to you.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. We'll call it right. True or false? The Legion of Doom playset includes Lex Luthor, Bizarro, Catwoman, and Solomon Grundy.
Is that true or false?
True or
Yeah.
false? The Legion of Doom playset includes Lex Luthor, Bizarro, Catwoman, and Solomon Grundy.
Going true on that.
That is false. There is not a Legion of Doom playset.
Is that, did I say false? I meant man,
Number 15.
I'm just picturing it. That's what's weird about
Yeah,
it.
that's why I put it in there, because there should have been. Number 15. All of the vehicles and playsets were released in 1984. All of them. How many are there? A, 8, B, 9, C, 10, D, 11. 8, 9, 10, or 11 playsets and vehicles.
I'm gonna go 8.
Close, 9.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. So I thought I was like Invisible Jet, the Batcopter, the Justice Jogger,
There's a... Let's see, I can actually pull it up right now. They've got the Batcopter, the Batmobile, Darkseid Destroyer, Delta Probe 1, Hall of Justice, Justice Jogger, Calabac Boulder Bomber, Lex Soar 7, and the Supermobile.
yeah. So some of those I've never seen or heard of.
Because they're made up nonsense. Yeah, a lot of made up nonsense. Number 16. How much would it have cost to buy all 34 action figures and the one mail away at the original retail price? So not the playsets and just the 34 character figures. At the original retail price, how much would it have cost to get all 34? A, $465. B, $365. C, $265. D, $165.
$165.
$165 at $4.99 a piece. It would have cost you 2 tanks of 2026 gas
Yep.
to get all of the figures that were
crazy.
available, plus the mail away.
Crazy.
The mail away Clark Kent. Number 17. Who is the most expensive character on the aftermarket now, going for about $1,400? Is it A, Superman, B, Batman, C, Cyborg, or D, Dr. Fate?
Cyborg.
Cyborg is a $1,400 figure.
I wonder why it's so rare.
Because it was at the tail end and it was not produced at as high a level.
Wild.
So for the completists, that one's going to be tough to come by, right? So it's a scarcity thing more than a like demand or something like that.
Crazy.
Number 18, on July 1st, 2026, so about a month ago, exactly a month ago as we record, a sealed DC Superpowers Hall of Justice sold on eBay for how much? A, $1,950. B, $950. C, $19.50. D, $19,500.
I'd go A.
1,950?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
There's only like a handful of those too. I think.
sealed, like sealed minty ones, right,
Crazy.
dude, from 1984.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's less than I would have guessed.
Wow.
Like a little under $2,000. Like is a little less than I probably would have guessed for something like that. Penultimate question, number 19. Which character has the current lowest average mint on card sold price? No multiple choice. You just got to tell me what character is the least expensive on the aftermarket for a mock.
Man, that one's tricky. Because I feel like the big names are the ones you're going to be so flush with. And the small names are the ones that you're just going to be like, that those could be the rarities. I don't know why I want to say Robin.
Good of answer as any, but not right. Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor.
Lex
Weird.
Luthor. And the dollar amount, still $65.
Okay.
Right? That's the least expensive.
Wow.
Is $65. So that's why
That's weird, yeah.
Well, like that's gonna be tough to come up with out of the thin blue air. All right, last question. Number 20. How much would it cost to get all 34 figures and 9 vehicles and playsets today? Is it over or under $11,500?
I'd still say it's probably under 11,000.
It is over.
Son of a gun. Just go with your gut feeling.
It's going to be just shy of $16,000.
Wow.
About $15,933
That's crazy.
to get the whole shebang. Just shy of $16,000. Just shy of a 2006 Corolla with 180,000 miles on it.
I mean, more than that. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So that I was surprised to find out that this line is so expensive. Like, I knew that it was beloved and sought after, and people shit on the McFarlane version of it 'cause it's pretty bad. But I didn't realize that the cheapest one mint on card is $65. That's where you start if you seek to collect this.
Yeah.
And it's a short list. There's only 43 items to get. But man, you better have that dough. You better have that dough. Let's see. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 questions right.
Okay, 12 out of 20.
Yeah, not bad.
Is that passing?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Well, let's say you passed. In this house, it's a pass.
I mean, I should have gotten more. I think if I went with my... That's a 60, I guess. So, no, didn't pass. But, I mean, yeah, that one was interesting because because it's like some of them I just visualized. I was like, oh, but I think they exist now. Yeah. I think the Legion of Doom, like
they've put out a bunch of stuff since, like the McFarlane stuff and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
All right, get at us at Mighty Champions. Let us know how you did on the quiz. Shoot us your answers. Full disclosure, it's the week after San Diego Comic-Con, and there really isn't any news. Like virtually no one has announced anything. So we're gonna jump straight into the next topic, which is the Marvel Legends icons.
This is the zombie Iron Man. I just made it from scratch. All you need to make this thing, which is amazing, is an Iron Man Marvel Legend that you don't really care about. It's all scratched up. Take the body off. Use clay to make the green and then this brown for like the dirt under him. And boom, you have a zombie Iron Man. But I don't know if you have this much artiste precision like me. Look at all the fine details. Better than Hot Toys. Better than Marvel Legends. Bro, Hasbro, hire me, bro.
All right, so man, you were with me the day, not too long ago actually, where we had quite a perfect day of toy buying extravaganza.
John and
A bank
Christian's
account,
excellent adventure.
yes, a bank account emptying toy buying experience, but 100% worth it. And one of those figures that I bought that day was a Captain America 12-inch.
Oh, gorgeous.
Fully articulated.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Amazing figure.
That's not a toy, that's a piece.
It is, but it's so...
Sometimes it's a piece.
You know, I thought about it too. I never saw those in person, like in the store. I don't know if they were just more of a collecting...
Yeah, I found out about them retroactively also. Yeah. Like I never recall being like in Target and seeing them. For those that don't know, describe what they are.
Yeah, so it's the Marvel Legends. It's the kind of last ditch effort to try to, get some good quality stuff out, which they did. Toy Biz, by the way. The Marvel Legends Icon series, which is like deluxe 12-inch, fully articulated action figures. But they come in like, obviously we'll post some pictures of what these look like. The packaging is amazing. Very similar in a way to the way the Toy Biz Marvel Legends looked. This is still part of the Marvel Legends line, actually. It's just the Icon series.
Yeah, it's got the exact same Marvel Legends logo on the box.
Yeah, it's got all the little logos kind of going up and down on the sides and the corners and stuff like that. And the actual figures, which we'll take a look at. It comes with like a little book, I believe, something along those lines. But it's basically just behind them is a bunch of tiny miniature versions of like comic books that feature these characters. It's freaking beautiful. But
the presentation is a triple plus.
Yeah,
like the figure itself, to say that it's just a 12-inch figure is like not doing it justice. It's the exact same amount, if not more, of sculpting and detail. Then blown up and still articulated.
Yes.
They are incredible.
It's crazy. The retail for these at the time, $20.
Oh my god.
And this is 2006, right? So
Take me back.
Right before Toy Biz lost the Marvel license and it went to Hasbro.
Yeah.
Right? One kind of funny note about this is one of these actually appear in Dexter. There's an episode where there's like a comic book shop. I think Dexter has to go in there for something, or I don't remember what it is. It's like a murder kind of investigation.
There's a CM Punk figure in Dexter also.
Wild.
That gets like the clip of it gets passed around in the wrestling circle.
Wow, that's crazy. But he goes into a comic book shop, and in the background there's a beast up on the wall. And I remember I was like, oh my god! I paused it, pointing at it with Samantha. But let's take a look at these, man. They're freaking amazing. So we're looking over here. Obviously, if you haven't seen them, definitely Google them along with us because they're just like the most perfect things ever to look at. Like I said before, bought a Captain America, a loose one. The crazy thing is they're relatively cheap. It's like, I think if you're going to get it in box,
they look and seem like they should have a monstrous aftermarket.
They should.
That there's people that this is their life is dedicated to these. They're that sick.
Yeah.
I think they're just really obscure. I don't think that many people really know about them.
I think because it was like sort of this like, again, that last ditch effort, very short lived series. We're going to talk about how many there actually were made. Again, right before the death of Marvel and Toy Biz, essentially. Yeah. So the first one we're going to start off with here is going to be Beast, because again, he was in that Dexter episode. So the interesting thing about this one, the way they did it is they did 7 characters, and each character had a variant. So with Beast, this one in particular was, I believe this. One of them is the variant. It might be the gray
And
one.
was the variant random? Like, when they released them, was it like a random release, or did you have to get it from like a website, or was it...
I mean, that's a good question. I mean, in the way that it used to happen back in the day, I remember specifically going to Walmart and I remember seeing the Weapon X Marvel Legends figure, but it was the variant, which was the one that had his head. He was like, they looked like Freddy Krueger and he was burned.
Was like
and I was like,
up.
why would anybody ever want this? Then I went back maybe like, I don't know, what felt like a month later, and then they had the initial one. So I don't know if it was just like they were just
randomly thrown in.
Random, right? It's not, the market wasn't like it was today.
Yeah, it's for kids. Like,
they were just like
adults who are constantly going back like they do now to find variants.
And they're not making their consumer kill each other on the aftermarket, right? They were just like, hey, kids are going to love these because we love to make things that people are going to love with a big smile on their face, with a little bit of a twinkle in their eye. And you know who else had a twinkle in their eye? Me, right now. So with the two different sculpts of the Beast figure, there's a gray one, which had not been done in like the normal standard Marvel Legends line. We only had the like very classic, very famous Beast, like perfect blue, super articulated. He had the mouth opening thing, which I think he may have been the first of its kind and maybe the only at the time to have the mouth opening.
Very cool for that character specifically because he's got two distinct like characteristics, like modes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But they had a gray version of him, which the gray one looks pretty cool. And then I'm assuming the variant, either the gray is the variant or the lab coat, but it comes with the lab coat and he's wearing glasses.
Yeah, blue lab coat with glasses, like the current Hasbro Marvel Legend that is so sought after in the X-Men '97 that's coming out soon. It's that, except better and bigger.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the website is Action Figure King. If anybody wants to take a look, that has all of them listed. But yeah, the Beast figure, it is interesting because the head sculpt is new for both of these. I believe the gray body is a new sculpt, but the blue one is the body of the actual like Marvel Legends
the
figure.
Same sculpt as the 1/12 scale.
Yeah, the head is different though. The head is interesting because it does look like Beast, but it almost has more of like a primate look to it. It's kind of interesting. Still amazing though, like incredible. So cool. Yeah, very very cool. Okay, so the next one on the list is going to be Captain America. So this is the one that I bought, right?
So you got there's masked and unmasked.
Masked and unmasked, and I got the masked version.
You got the masked one.
So this sculpt in particular is based off of, I think, the best Captain America figure ever in existence, which is the Face Off series, the one that comes with
2-pack with Red Skull.
Yeah, 2-pack with Red Skull.
Both
of them, the unmasked and the masked versions, are both of the characters, Red Skull and Baron Zemo, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's tough to argue, honestly. Like this Captain America, this Toy Biz Captain America is like it exceeds the quality of action figures. It's like another thing. It's art. Like,
dude, holding it in your hand, and we'll talk about this a little bit later in comparison to the same concept or ideas that are out today of the same kind of like, hey, we're going to do these 12-inch hyper articulated figures.
Yeah.
But to compare it, it's like, man, I don't know if there is one.
Yeah, the shield.
Yeah.
Like the pose in the box, like you said, the carting behind it with all the covers.
The shield, the mechanics of the like of the like rubber band kind of like straps to put the shield on, exactly the same as the figures. So at the time in 2006, it's like interesting the technology. They were like, hey, let's use this, but we're going to blow it up. And
they're constantly innovating.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Yeah, so sick.
So number 3, we're going with Hulk, which, dude, if this doesn't end up in your Hulk shrine, like...
it has to, for sure. I did look it up in box, and it's pricey.
Yeah.
It's crazy pricey, but... maybe the best Hulk figure, like if you're that 12, like Hulk doesn't have to scale, and I'm not worried about scale for this specific display.
Yeah,
but dude, good God,
this
beautiful. Thing fucking rips.
Man, it is amazing. So, I mean, just this one I think might be a new sculpt as well because it's not, unless it was produced off of the subsidiary line the Incredible Hulk
Yeah.
classics, like kind of during when the movie was out. So that might be a remake, but I'm pretty sure this is an entirely new.
You know what's crazy is it
head
looks
sculpt.
like the Avengers Hulk. It's long before that movie existed or was
Yeah.
even conceptualized, but that's kind of what it looks like. Is like that. It's hard to differentiate them verbally, but like that's the Hulk that it sort of looks like.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the short hair. He's got kind of
Yeah.
like the more like less. He's not making like a growling face or anything like that. He's just massive.
Yeah.
It's I mean, like who doesn't
His
want?
traps go halfway up the back of his head.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like depending on what your scale is, like 12 feet, like that's like that was my dream back in the day. Again, side tangent of when Hulk came out in 2003 and they had the cereal, and I was like, I gotta get the Hulk cereal. Got it. Flipped it over and looked at the back whenever you're eating your cereal and you're reading the cereal box, and it shows how tall he gets in the movie, and it shows that he gets up to 15 feet. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I just flipped the bowl of milk, and I was like, yeah! So if you're playing with the toys, that kind of lines up, right? The 12
bigger
inch
is better. So there's a green and a gray.
There's a green and a gray, which both pretty amazing. And after that one, we've got
What awesome character selection too, because if you're going to do this mode of everybody gets 2 figures, there's to be a reason for there to be a second figure.
Yeah.
And so far, like, oh yeah, you got to have.
no,
both of
they
those.
did a great job, and I think once we get through the entire list, everybody will be like, oh yeah, that makes the most sense. And it's interesting because when you think about how they're doing stuff today, it's funny in comparison. We talked about the Maximum Black Suit Spider-Man, and everybody was kind of just like, oh, okay, let me know when the next one comes out,
Yeah,
right?
nobody gives a shit.
Where they're just like, hey, we're going to not do heavy hitters. We're going to do Sparkler or whatever, like somebody that nobody cares about. Okay, so number 4, we have Iron Man.
Yeah, and this is before anyone cares about Iron Man.
Yeah.
Iron Man is not an A-lister.
Before the movie.
Yeah, this is like
before the movie.
like people might not remember. Iron Man was not an A-lister until Robert Downey Jr. made him an A-lister. There were fans for sure, but like, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the Iron Man. The sculpt is the exact same. Again, just a blown up version of the Series 8 Marvel Legends, what they call the modern armor, which kind of looks a little almost like a little of like the Ultimates style, a little bit, kind of like the head sculpt. But that I think was the 2006, like what the suit looked like in 2006.
Right.
And the variant is basically him in the suit and then him with the face mask of the suit, right? Like it's I was about to say Tony Soprano. It is Tony Stark. Yeah.
So it is 2 completely different armors.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Like, it might be, it's hard to tell. It might be different, just painted differently, but it's 2 completely different armors. Like the
Yeah, you're right about that.
one of them shows like his obliques or whatever you want to call them. The other one goes all the way straight down. Like the legs look different. The arms look different.
Yeah.
It might be 2 fully different sculpts.
It might be.
Or one that has a bunch of extra stuff kind of slapped onto it to make it look
different. Yeah, you got a little bit of a different paint color. Oh, so they actually did make it pretty different. So
yeah, one is like straight up yellow, and the other one's kind of gold, like kind of darker maroon. Yeah, they're pretty different.
God, man, they're so sick. Yeah, very, very cool on that. And the next one we're gonna go to Spider-Man.
Oh my god, dude. The one that's upside down in the box with the word icons above it and Marvel Legends at the head. This could be the dopest packaging I have ever seen in my life for an action figure. Like, I cannot believe how fucking cool this thing is.
I mean, it's just like, again, and we'll talk about it after we're done with this, because it's like, for the people who are modern collectors now, where they're like, oh my god, like this Spider-Man figure is amazing. Like, dude, let me show you what it used to be, what we've lost. I mean, it's so worth comparing because it is obviously significant.
Well, what it is holding modern manufacturers to a standard.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. It was like, for Toy Biz, it was for the love of the game, you know? Yeah. For modern, it's for the love of the gain, as a monetary gain. But with the Spider-Man, it's interesting because a lot of the Toy Biz Spider-Man sculpts, none of them are the same.
Right.
None of them are the same. They're all different. If every single Spider-Man figure is a different sculpt, it's kind of makes it fun because it makes it easy to continue to buy them and not be like, oh, I already have
I already have that exact same thing.
If I had to take a guess, this one's probably a little closer to the, Toy Biz Series 1 Spider-Man. But the variant of that is Spider-Man with a suit and just Peter Parker unmasked.
Yeah, it's Spider-Man unmasked, standing right side up. And then, so essentially it's a head swap.
Yeah.
And then it looks like a little bit of a paint difference too, maybe. It could be lighting.
Yeah.
And then the other one, he's not unmasked and he's upside down in the box. So if you keep that mock, Jesus criminy, dude, I'm like can't get over how cool this is.
It's amazing. Yeah. So I'm trying to see what the little picture, the little badge on the front says. I think it's a book. I think it comes with a book on how they became an icon, I think is what it says. But if you look up closely, you can see all of the famous comic art pieces behind them. Again,
this is one of the coolest. I need this.
100%.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just have to have it.
I mean, the beautiful thing is, you can complete it. It's 7 of them.
Yeah. No,
right?
I'm just talking about just the Spider-Man one.
Oh, Spider-Man
just
one.
As a massive Spider-Man fan, I have to have this.
Yeah. Man, it's so beautiful. All right. The next one, we're going to be going to Venom. So I thought Venom was an interesting choice for this because they went primarily all like the big heavy hitters. But they were like, oh, let's do Venom because Venom is the only villain. But I think maybe Venom was just popping off at the time. Or maybe the fact that, no, because Spider-Man 3 didn't come out until 2008. So, yeah, I don't know. But the Venom is, quite frankly, pretty amazing also.
It's $75. Buy it now on eBay for the Spider-Man.
For the Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I bet you could get them to come down.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is like I love the way they look in packaging, but I probably would also buy them loose, which I already
This
did.
has double up written all over it. It has double up written all over it.
Yeah. So the Venom is your standard Venom look, and then there's a variant where it's like, it's not necessarily an unmasked, but it's just him transforming.
It's like midway transformation where, like Eddie Brock is coming out, but there's still some like teeth and tongue stuff happening.
Yeah.
The transformation one, no thanks. The other one, pretty unreal.
Yeah.
Another character where scale doesn't kind of really line up, so you could put this as your Venom in your display.
Kind of didn't think about that. That's actually pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he looks amazing. Big, massive tongue. I mean, he looks like Venom, the way Venom should. Just tiny little legs, big old upper body. All right, and the very last one is the GOAT himself, Wolverine, baby. So with this Wolverine is the astonishing X-Men Wolverine.
Yeah, this is like the Joss Whedon.
Yeah, kind of in that time frame, and it is based off of the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave. Astonishing Wolverine, which I don't actually have yet.
And then you have the masked and the unmasked.
Same thing.
But equally dope.
Equally beautiful.
Because it's Wolverine, right? So he just looks iconic, essentially no matter what.
Yeah.
He's like, claws up in the packaging too. Oh
Man.
my god.
I
will say, because
he's
he's the same color as the Marvel Legends logo, it does take a little bit of the presentation away for me, as opposed to somebody like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I'm that's like splitting hairs to an extreme degree.
Yeah, I definitely see that. I mean, it looks, dude, the comic art in the background is so sick. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, it's crazy. Like, the way they did it is almost as if they're like, that these should be featured in a museum. Almost the design is almost like this. What is the famous museum in like New York or something like that? The something, I don't know, man.
Madison Square Garden, you're asking the wrong person.
Yeah,
hang it in the Louvre.
Apparently I am, but it just looks like, if you look at it, it just looks like something that like they should be made out of glass. Like the window should be plastic.
Instead of plastic, it should be glass.
It should be glass. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just so perfect. But I mean, I think this should kind of rope into the idea, or like tie into the conversation of like today's day and age, right? Like Toy Biz, what we have today, like Toy Biz was the pioneer of. So Hasbro, I believe, I honestly, because it's just like, my relationship with Hasbro is just, it's like they're the thing that made my parents get a divorce. At least that's what I feel.
Oh, you might find out soon that it was the missing $40, but
It was my fault. Yeah. But they did some of these, right? I didn't really get into detail and look at them, but I have seen a couple in person. I believe there's a Hulk. I know there's a Wolverine. They're giant. They're about the same size, but I think maybe it was the same thing for Hasbro where they just didn't take off. You know?
yeah, there's something about the 12-inch scale that people don't really vibe with. I've brought this up a few times, and I'm kind of workshopping how to turn it into a full-blown conversation on the show. There's a magic to the 6-inch scale that around 2020-ish, when people started getting back into collecting, coincided with the technology of the 6-inch figure rising and pinless joints and 3D sculpting and all of these things. And the 6-inch scale became a religion.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people agree with me in that sense. And the 12-inch scale is like, well, that's dolls. That's baby stuff. That's over here. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
These are different. These don't have the same problems, or these are simply 6-inch scale figures that are 12-inch. Like they're so sick. Like,
and I think too, like, you know, when we look at like you have to consider the size of a kid's hands.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's like a weird thing where people have this like phenomenon that happens where they're like, oh man, like this felt so much bigger.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, your hand was also like 4 times smaller.
Yeah.
But I think that's like, again, with the 6-inch. So maybe the playability of these wasn't going to be super great.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I'm looking at it from the eyes of a grown collector, and I am gushing over them. I probably wouldn't have bought them at the time as a kid either.
I probably would have wanted them. I mean, I wish I would have seen them at the time. If I had to actually take a guess on where, like, what shelves they were on, it was probably like Toys R Us, maybe something like that. I have to go back and do a little bit of deep dive, but I could just also picture these being at comic shops, being again more targeted towards like an adult collector, because that's basically how they're marketed. It's just not in the way that it is today.
Yeah, a kid wouldn't necessarily appreciate how great the packaging is.
You look at that Spider-Man compared to the Mondo Spider-Man, it's like the same exact size. I'm assuming like same 12-inch or whatever. But it's like, dude, like Mondo is what? Like PVC pipe, the same freaking thing that Funko Pop's made out of?
Yep. Something.
So to me, it's like, man, like that's crazy. I mean, that is literal gold. If they tried to do that again today, it'd be $300 or something like that.
Oh, it'd be like $350.
It'd be HasLab, honestly. It would be HasLab. I mean, it's just, that's it.
Yeah, but and they were $20 retail then.
$20 retail, man.
God dang, dude. I already appreciated these, but I never really honestly just zeroed in and like looked straight at them. Other than just seeing them in passing if I happen to run into one at a store. The place that I went to in Boston, Kamikaze, had them stacked from the floor to the ceiling vertically. I was like, oh my god.
God, it's amazing.
Yeah, but these things are incredible. Yeah, go do a Google search or go to the Action Figure King that we're looking at now and take a good look at them, because you probably need a minimum of one. Like if you're listening to this show and you love this world, you need whoever your favorite character is that we just listed.
Yeah.
You need one of them.
I think that's what's beautiful about it, is that it's like, even if you're not somebody who wants to have, because I want to have all of them, but it's like, dude, for your Hulk shrine, it's like, oh, I need the Hulk to go with my Hulk shrine, or I love Spider-Man and I want to have that Spider-Man to go with it.
I think those two just made the list. Those just made the list. But yeah, that's gonna be it from us today. Hope you guys enjoyed the quiz and the deep dive into the Marvel Legends icons. Thank you for making us a part of your day. We really appreciate you guys. Make sure you leave us a review wherever you're listening to the show. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace.